Hello, my name is Greg Cullison, and I'm the team leader for CMD Home Group of eXp Realty. I just want to take a few minutes to provide you with the April 2024 real estate market update. Just a reminder, I'm going to be using the most recent data, which would be from March 2024. I want to talk about the national market as well as the local markets in Baltimore City, Baltimore County, and of course Harford County. So without further ado, let's get started. Currently, there's a lot of confusion in the market, and confusion can lead to fear and panic. When we panic, we're paralyzed, or in the case of real estate, we just don't take action. Inaction can cause problems, and it leads to inventory shortages and overall mistiming of the market. I want to provide you with the facts so you can form your own educated opinion of the market. There are three things overall that impact the housing market: wages, interest rates, and of course, home prices. I'm going to touch on all three of these, and then we'll drill down to see where we are in our local markets. As you can see by this chart, wages have been rising at a rate not previously seen. Wages for workers are moving up at a rate and pace not seen in our recent past. However, so have interest rates of late. The Federal Reserve influences mortgage interest rates, but remember, the Fed doesn't set them. It's important to note, at its most recent meeting, the central bank kept the Fed fund rate unchanged. Mortgage rates are influenced by many things. One is inflation, of course, job creation, and the overall health of the economy. Recently, mortgage rates have moved back upwards. Not surprisingly, as you can see from this chart, which is provided by Mortgage News Daily, the closer mortgage interest rates have been to 6%, the greater the demand for home purchasing. After all, that only makes sense. The greatest impact on home affordability is the mortgage rate. Therefore, it's logical to assume that as homes become more affordable as rates drop, this increases demand and will only further escalate home prices. So where do the experts now predict pricing to go for the remainder of the year? Goldman Sachs, the Mortgage Bankers Association, Zillow, Freddie Mac, Fannie Mae, the Home Price Expectation Survey, and the National Association of Realtors all recently updated the pricing predictions for 2024. All of them predict homes to increase in value in 2024. The average of all equaling a 3.2%. This would more closely mirror the historical trends with home price appreciation. So with wage growth, mortgage rates, and home prices being what they are, what will this mean for home inventory? Will inventory improve with the spring market? This is the question I'm getting often asked today. The good news is 45 of the 50 largest metro areas across the country have already seen active listings increase every month so far this year. But what about our local markets? Let's take a look at Baltimore City first. In Baltimore City, we've seen a steady increase in the number of homes on the market each month. Recently, in February and March, the number of homes up for sale has stayed pretty similar, giving buyers a consistent selection of homes to consider. It's a good time for folks to find the right home with enough choices out there now. Now let's take a look at days on market in Baltimore City. When we look at the time homes spent on the market in the city over the past year, we saw that homes were selling a bit quicker in the spring and early summer, with the median number of days on the market getting shorter from March through June. Then from July to November, things were pretty steady without much change. Around the winter holidays, homes were taking a little longer to sell. But by this March, we are back to where things were quicker, just like last spring. Just so you know, right now, homes are selling faster than they were in even February. Now let's take a look at the same data points in Baltimore County, starting with the active listings for sale. Looking at our latest figures for Baltimore County, we've noticed that more homes have been on the market each month starting in March of last year. There were fewer homes for sale, but since then, every month we've seen more and more options for buyers, with the most homes available in November. Recently, however, in February and March of 2024, we've seen a slight uptick in homes for sale again after a small drop in December and January. This is a really good sign for buyers who want more choices when they're looking for a home. I know all of my clients do. So with more choices of late in the county, how's this affecting days on market? Let's take a look at that. Looking at the recent pattern for how long homes have stayed on the market in Baltimore County, we've seen that the time that it takes to sell a house has generally shortened as we've moved into March of this year. In February, homes were taking a bit longer to sell, but by March, that time had decreased, showing a quicker pace in the overall housing market in the county. For anyone considering buying or selling soon, it's good to know that as of last month, homes are selling faster than they were just the month before. Now, let's take a look at the market in Harford County, starting with active listings. When we look at the active number of homes for sale in Harford County over the past year, we're seeing more options for buyers as time goes on. The trend has been that as the months pass, more homes are being listed. Specifically, if we consider the last couple of months, February had fewer homes on the market compared to March. This tells us that as we moved into March, there's been a slight uptick in inventory. Let's take a look at how this inventory increase affected days on market in Harford County. When we take a look at the days on market, looking at the numbers for how long homes were staying on market, what we're seeing is that homes have been selling a bit quicker than they did even at the end of last year. In February and March, homes were taking a little over a month to sell. That's a slight dip from January where it took a bit longer, but it's pretty consistent. This suggests that if you're considering selling your home, it might be a really good time to do so now, because homes really aren't sitting on the market for very long. Even with a slight tick in active listings, homes are selling quicker. Looking at all the data on a national level and even here locally, it looks like we're set to have a very healthy spring market. Home inventory in all three markets here locally, the city, the county, and Harford County, are seeing slight increases. This is good news for buyers, but homes are still selling in a very, very short period of time, and prices are predicted to increase year over year, albeit at a pace more closely resembling historical averages. If you're considering selling your home or buying a home, don't hesitate to give my team at CMD Home Group a call. You can reach us at 443-672-2441 or visit our website, cmdhomegroup.com. Thank you.